gain 1 level of exhaustion because you were sleeping in the middle of an ice den.
Wasn't there a hacking?
Didn't Tiny Hut protect us?
It's like, didn't we have like the tiny hut?
Yeah, we have the
tiny hut, but it doesn't change the temperature, does it?
It says that the atmosphere inside the space is comfortable and dry regardless of the weather outside.
Okay, so then you're fine. You don't. Yeah. That does not happen.
Thank you.
Because of the tiny hut, you guys managed to get out fine and sleep without freezing to death.
Lovely.
Oh yeah, I believe you were talking about like something about scavenging like the dragon corpse.
We did that. We all now have 100 dragon scales.
Okay. No, I'm not talking about the scales. I'm talking about like the talons and claws.
Oh, an actual body part.
Look outside of the hut. Is there anyone there who should not be there?
I am pretty sure, if I recall correctly, all of you went inside that specific hut for the night.
Yes. Yeah, is there anyone outside of the hut who should not be here?
Other than Drago.
Other than the dragon, there's no one else here.
Okay.
There's 2 of me for some reason.
Like I said, you slept... And this night was surprisingly peaceful for having just slayed a dragon. You haven't really encountered anything or heard anything. You just kind of had a restful sleep.
Lovely.
So the Vilsakas didn't all show up to ambush us as soon as the hut went down.
That's good.
Now, odds are...
Can we carve up the dragon?
Odds that the Vilsakas are standing outside of the cave, waiting to ambush us when we exit.
You guys are on the top of a really tall mountain, so
we don't. They have time and space manipulation magic. They can teleport. They can planar shift.
They're not omniscient.
Netta tries to carve up the dragon.
Oh god.
Like, not with what?
The dragon does not say or do anything.
She's trying to carve it up.
Because it is dead.
The dragon is dead. Of course it doesn't.
It just starts talking.
Necromancy.
It'd be weirder if it did talk.
Necromancy.
It'd be very concerning if it talked.
If it did talk, it would be some kind of weird plot point I would add in.
I mean, like cutting it up, like separating like the meat from the bones and like cutting off its head.
Netta does this?
Well, I mean, I got like a 21.
But the 10-year-old child.
The 10-year-old child tearing apart the dragon corpse.
Well, even if you get a high roll, doesn't mean that you'll succeed.
I mean, like the trying to cut it up would be like the. Let me see. Would attempt cutting it up count as like a survival roll or something?
I'd think that'd be athletics.
Yeah, it would be a survival roll because it would be you knowing survival skills like harvesting animals and things like that.
That's true.
Yeah, so I rolled like a 21 to like carve it up.
Surprisingly, you guys wake up to the sound of Netta just kind of skinning this dragon and peeling it of.
Jesus Christ!
I'm going to follow suit.
Well, that
dragon scales are actually very useful.
Well, that escalated quickly.
Didn't we already get the scales? We got them last. Yeah,
we've all got 100 scales.
Yeah, you peeled off the scales, but you didn't get any bones or talons or claws.
I don't care about that. I just want to sell the scales.
Yeah, so Netta, you gain, I will say, 4 claws from the dragon. So you can add that to your inventory. You also managed to harvest both of its eyes. And as you guys wake up, you see Netta rip out the dragon's heart.
The small child just going full Doomslayer on the dead body.
Turns out when she's not worrying
Okay.
about harming us, Meta's fucking metal.
I'm gonna pop out because I have to actually make the dough. I think the yeast is probably proofed. I will be back.
While
in like 5
Meta
minutes.
is dismembering the
Someone
dragon.
incompetent can control the air if we get attacked.
Okay, so
Actually,
Someone
next 5
incompetent?
define competent. Ah,
No.
anyway, while Meta is currently dismembering the dragon corpse, Leonon has broken away from the group and is starting to carve a circle with a bunch of sigils into the ground with his rapier.
All right. Leonon being slightly Leonon gives a slightly disturbed look at Netta as she does this, but immediately afterward, you start carving sigils and things like that for your deity.
Yes, and then once done, I'm going to sit in the middle of the circle, cross my legs, cross my fingers, cross my eyes. Everything is crossed. And I shall begin. She is a very particular god. As I begin saying under my breath, Lady of Death, Lady of Blades, please hear me. Commune with me so we may discuss. I wish a moment with your presence, O mighty goddess of death. Zohenna.
Roll a religion.
Okay. Come on, something. 24.
You hear Zohenna's voice echo in your head. What is it you wish to ask of me now?
Firstly, my lady, I wish to apologize. The mass amounts of duress from the previous combat, as well as the also caused duress of the dealings with Lady Uder, caused my mind to become clouded when I had said what I did. I pray that the incident has left no ill will between us.
Roll persuasion. With disadvantage.
Okay, that's a 19.
With disadvantage?
Yes, I've got +7 in persuasion.
You are forgiven for now.
Thank you, my lady. May I also inquire about the sword itself you requested for me to retrieve?
With your blatant disrespect, forgive me, but I don't think I'll be divulging the privilege of that information.
Understandable. Understandable. May I at least ask?
Just know next time when I ask for a sword, you take it.
Yes, my lady. A million apologies, my lady.
Good luck on your journey, Leonon. And then her voice just kind of cuts off.
And my eyes are just gonna shoot open. Gonna stand up. And begin to start to try to I'm gonna try to use the fire I can produce with the ring to try and melt the symbols I'd carved into the ground.
I think just watching.
Just to hide my tracks. In case any unsavory beings do end up coming back.
You manage to melt it, so there is just kind of a liquid ice type pool from where your ritual was.
Anyone else wants dragon claws?
How many do you have?
As Netta just kind of begins like holding out bloodied dragon claws.
Ew.
You're not just gonna. Thank you for the offer, but I'm going to have to decline.
Netta tries to carve up some dragon meat to save for later.
Oh my god.
It tastes like chicken.
I will say you managed to carve up 10 pounds of dragon muscle tissue.
Muscle tissue.
Jesus Christ.
I don't think we can. A blacksmith might.
Netta, you also managed to harvest 10 dragon teeth.
Ooh, 10 dragon teeth.
And 1 dragon liver.
Jesus Christ, child.
Don't forget the kidneys.
What about bones?
Oh my fucking god. Are you just picking this dragon dry now?
Well, I mean, she pretty much is a scavenger. Like, she was, like, pretty much just out in the wild for, like, a bit. You have to make do with what you have.
Touché. Scotch brutalizes dead body. 2023 colorized.
Everyone just kind of nervously look at Netta, just discover, as you guys discover things about her that you never knew before.
Anima's just like, whatever.
Okay then.
So what about bones?
Yes, what about Bone?
I will say you managed to acquire 100 of them.
100
I'm
bones.
sorry, how big would a dragon's bone be? Probably bigger than her.
Oh my god.
I would say you can manage to carry about 100 of them.
How many bones are in a dragon?
Yeah, which bones are we talking about?
Well, I mean, like,
Well, the human
there's
body has
over
about
200 like, bones in a human body, so...
It's a human
Yeah.
body.
body has
She's only
about
human.
180
That's a-
something bones.
How many of them when scaled up to a dragon though would ultimately be
The
smaller than
dragon
Netta?
has extra bones because the dragon has the tailbone and the wings. So I would
Yeah.
presume the dragon would probably have close to 400 different bones.
So she just took a quarter of the dragon's bones.
How big would they be? We're not disputing the number of bones.
They're
kind
pretty
of am.
large. She
Yeah.
is unable to drag some of them or harvest them just because of the sheer size of them. But she is able to get much of the smaller ones. So she's able to get like 100 ones that she can like carry with the help of the party, or just kind of like pocket in her hand like a tiny little finger bone.
Like, finger bones or, like, bits of, like, the winged bones or like,
Tiny
bits
little
of the
finger
tail bones.
Yeah. Are you harvesting the head of the dragon, or are you just leaving it alone?
I'm leaving the head of the dragon alone, mainly because a small child can't possibly carry a head of a dragon.
But otherwise, you would.
Also, the head of the dragon is kind of not in good shape.
Was the arrow shoot clean through, or did?
Oh, wait, can you collect some of its blood too?
I would
vial.
say roll another survival check to harvest the blood.
Do you have a vial to put it in?
Oh wait, I have no vial. Shoot.
Yeah, you need to
yourself.
have something to put it in. You're not just gonna
Otherwise, you
magically
kind
get
of-
one.
Letting the blood leak onto the floor, and it is more drier since it has been a full 24 hours post-mortem.
It's been
Yeah.
24 hours?
Then it sort of looks around to the group and,
Not
sort
24,
of
but like 12-ish, likely.
I was gonna say.
Well, we did sleep for 8 hours in the tiny hut.
Yeah, but at this point, the dragon's blood is less. It's more dry and viscous and harder to extract. So we'll take another survival check.
Netta sort of like looks at the group and kind of asks, Does anyone want blood?
Is it tasty?
I just tilt my head at Netta's question.
Carlos, you can't even
Like-
taste.
As if, like, why would you ask?
I don't know. There's like multiple stories about dragon blood vitalizing people.
Well, I don't particularly plan on becoming an example of that, of those stories.
And I do not have any bottles.
Netta looks at the rest of the group.
I have a water skin.
So we all have water. We aren't filling our water skins with dragon's blood.
Well, it would be funny.
Well, I mean,
Yeah,
you
sure, I'll
can't.
take some dragon blood.
I'm sorry, it's so hard to keep a straight face sometimes with you guys.
Netta looks at Trillos, like sort of like asking if he wants the dragon blood. No.
Oh, no.
And Trellis is a robot. Even if that was how it worked, I don't think it would work on him. He doesn't have
Oh,
a
it could be
digestive tract.
valuable.
So Trillos, do you want the dragon blood or not?
Yeah, I'm filling my water skin with dragon blood.
Yeah,
Okay,
at
I'm
least
gonna
drink
roll
for you.
the. I got 11.
11. I'll say you managed to fill up a quarter of the water skin with very viscous blood that just kind of plops in there.
So yeah, Netta goes and gives like Trellis his water skin back.
And as he's watching this, Leonard's just gonna. Oh, God.
Is there anything you guys would like to do before you make your journey back down?
Netta looks at her bloodied appearance and kind of sighs about like her new clothes, like pretty much being completely bloodied.
Could I
She's pretty
try
much
to-
all red
oh,
now.
Jesus Christ.
Small child
This was
brutalizes dead
definitely a
body.
start. You see in this.
But thinking about this cold weather, maybe it'll like be better to like visit like the werewolf cave, just in
Also-
case.
Also, it should be asked in character, what are we going to do with Drago? Are we going to leave him here like we did Ragnavian, or are we taking him?
Frankly,
I'm sorry,
I
just saw
almost
the
say that he-
meme that was sent in the server
Yes.
chat just now.
Golden.
frankly, I vote to either leave him or put him out of his misery.
I mean, he's like almost likely going to chase after us in revenge.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
Still his dragon master, after all.
Not if we can persuade. I mean, we could try talking to him. We haven't actually tried talking to him ever since.
I don't think he's much interested in talking.
You never know. It could be helpful. I could try talking to him.
I'm also not particularly interested in talking to him. Not after what he did.
I mean, he did try to murder me, but I mean, hey, it's if you think about it, this dragon is like his Bandy. Just gonna pat the back of the dead dragon head. He was
Fair
just doing
enough.
to us
Just
what he was
awkwardly
just
pat the dragon head. Draco's still unconscious.
The worst we
Fair
can
enough.
do is try. If it doesn't work, we pull a Ragnavian and leave him.
As this
It may be
conversation is...
difficult to leave him behind if we allow him to wake up first.
Trellis is just going to be attempting to shove the entire dragon head into his bag of holding while this conversation is happening.
Wait, you have a bag of holding?
Yeah,
You have to-
I'm searching
yeah,
it out.
You've kind of
Alright,
got to cut it
mark
off
one
first.
dragon head in your inventory.
Doesn't need to be cut
What
off
about the
first.
eyes? And missing 10 teeth.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, I'll
The
put down the
dragon head, by the
customization.
way, weighs 50 pounds.
Weighs 50 pounds.
If you're keeping track of encumbrance within the
Of
bag of
course
holding.
we are.
I am.
Think of it this.
And then I would say with all that you harvested, that would probably amount to 100 pounds of dragon material.
100 pounds.
You're probably going to be encumbered.
You're probably gonna need some help carrying that.
With the weight combined of the different organs and bones and things, because the bones are pretty heavy.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to give out some of like these like small dragon bones. Who wants some dragon bones?
I'll be encumbered, so I can't.
I'll just toss them into the bag of holding
My
too.
strength's a 9.
Because
Mine is.
technically, like I can hold like 100 kilograms, but like if I include like the stuff that I'm already holding, then I'm slightly over encumbered.
Yes, you are feeling it weigh you down. At this point, your movement speed would be halved, which would slow you down.
So if someone
gotta-
would like take like 20 dragon bones, that'll be fine.
I've got a strength of 14. I'll take some of the bones.
I can just put them in the bag of holding too.
I have no strength, thanks to.
I would
So,
say the removal of 20 of those
3
bones
pounds.
brings you to 90 pounds you're now carrying.
Yeah, that way I wouldn't be over encumbered.
Yeah. Is there anything anyone else would like to do before they make their journey back down the mountain?
So wait, so who's carrying like the 20 small dragon bones?
I'm helping I'm carrying the small 20 dragon bone. The 20 small dragon bones.
Okay, so you're taking like the 20 small
Yes.
dragon bones.
Yes, I may be
Okay.
horrified by the sight of them being retrieved, but I'm still going to help.
So are we gonna call the wolves now?
I
The
don't know
wolves
if
can't
they're
teleport us until we get to the bottom of the
Well,
mountain.
these,
Yeah,
No,
I
I
think
mean,
this is
like-
territory. This isn't their territory. This is the
But I
dragons.
mean,
They're not gonna.
the dragon is dead. So
Yeah, but they don't know that.
does anyone have any way of getting messages down to the wolves to tell them that the dragon is
I
dead?
mean, they did say if you howl on the mountain, they would hear you.
Can't we just
Quick.
go to them?
We have to go down a mountain.
well, we went up the mountain. It can't be that much more difficult.
The goddess
Is there a small
teleported us.
shield amongst the pile of dead bodies?
Trellis,
Oh, right. Yeah, that happened.
just reminding you that thanks to Drago, we got up the mountain without needing to climb it.
Fair
Well, we
enough.
still got up the mountain. It can't be that hard getting back down.
Is there like a small shield, or is there any shields like amongst like the dead
Do we-
bodies?
Oh my god, are you gonna
I
do
don't
what I think you're gonna do?
There's a wooden shield that one of the dead bodies was clutching before it died.
I know. Can we resummon the goddess, get her to teleport us back down?
I
Oh,
highly
we
doubt
toboggan down like
she did
the
say she,
mountain. That would be fun.
I think
You
only
can
you're
certainly
small enough to
try.
do that.
I don't think anyone else
enough.
has a shield, has anything large enough to carry them.
We can use the dragon corpse to make a sled.
we could have
Gross.
Netta and one of us toboggan down.
Actually, can we
on the
use
wolf.
like part of the wings as a actual sled, like a makeshift sled?
Roll a survival check.
One of the wings has is
Hole in it.
punctured, though.
I mean, we could just patch it up.
Maybe
Maybe
it's the other wing. Dragons have 2 wings, right?
that is true.
Okay, someone else is gonna have to help me. I rolled a 6.
I can try.
Help action.
Yeah, I'm not gonna help. That's a 7.
I'm just gonna help action.
I'll say most of you just kind of stand there, like, kind of giving, like, each other a, like, look that's like, I don't know, I've never done anything like this before. Can you make a sled with dragon remains? Has it been done? Can it be done?
I know how I've improvised before.
I believe what,
I'm on board.
Jaskier, what do you roll?
Ooh.
Jaskier, looking at the material of these bones, you could ask Trelos to fashion a sled. However, it would probably take the day at the very least, because there would need to be holes driven into the bones themselves, and then they would need to be tied up and fashioned into the manner of a sled, and it needs to be one big enough to support a party.
What about the wings?
What about if we made, like, individual sleds?
I think that would take more time.
I feel like that would take longer because it's not one big sled, but a bunch of smaller sleds needing a bunch of different preparations for each.
That would probably take a week. Because it would take a day, especially if you want it for each sled, especially if you want to make sure that it's sturdy enough to withstand the weight.
What if we all helped out, like, with Jaskier making the sled? So just one would be, like, one person.
I would say it would take half a day.
Hold on, Jaskier, what spell?
Let's make a sled out of dragon bones!
To dragon bone
Or, like,
sled
dragon
making.
skin, too.
To dragon sled making.
You can certainly try.
If you
Jump off a mountain.
Certainly try.
Probably about 30 minutes.
And you have a free ticket to the afterlife.
Yeah, you wouldn't land at the bottom of the mountain. You'd land in HE double hockey stick.
Yeah, but,
Could that work?
you would only do that for yourself, not the whole party.
I mean,
You can certainly
Hold on, he's on
try.
He's on something. If
You
this
could
works,
try.
You definitely need to do a dexterity check to see if you were able to.
I vote
pass that
nay on
whilst
going with you.
falling.
hold on. If this does work, he can inform the wolves that the dragon is dead, and that they can now claim this is their territory, and therefore get us from the top of the mountain down to the bottom with their teleportation ship.
Yeah, but I don't think.
And if
the
it doesn't
teleportation
work,
is healed.
then we're down a warlock.
What?
Veto. I
I'm
veto that.
genuinely asking what? As in
Isn't that the point of a dragon sled?
I don't even respond incredulously. I'm just like, nope.
I'm genuinely. Are you suggesting we turn ourselves into sleds? No.
No.
This is why I suggested bringing, like, the already handmade shields. Because we could use the shields as, like, a miniature toboggan.
Those won't be big enough for anyone other than Netta, though.
Welcome, Draco. You wake up and you hear the party discussing making a sled out of dragon bones.
Oh yeah. Also, you see your dragon is headless. The dragon is
It
headless.
is completely covered in blood.
Nothing happened to me, right? I'm fine.
No,
You're
fine.
still alive.
We, however, mutilated the white dragon.
Miraculously.
We've
So like,
You're
like,
just giving no context to this. You're just kind of waking up, and people are just discussing whether or not they can fashion out of dragon bones a sled to make their way down the mountain.
And also, Ned is completely red as she's covered in dragon blood.
just
Do I
total
hear
carry.
Draco waking up?
why is the child covered in red, in blood?
You also see the mutilated corpse of your dragon, master. God,
I
demigod.
mean, okay, yeah, that was expected, but like, why use the bones to make a sleigh? Just use the like wings and fly down. Paraglide, guys.
One of them has a hole in it.
That's
Yeah,
your
we could
fault.
use the other wing. Who cares if
That's-
one of the wings has
That's a you
hole in it?
problem, guys.
If the
Okay,
other wing is
see-
fine, that's
You
fine.
Any of
couldn't.
us-
You couldn't use it as a glider though. You need both.
Do
wings
any
to
of
use it
us-
as a glider?
Do any of us notice?
Do I
Draco?
hear Draco wake up? And
Roll
before you ask me to
what's your
roll
passive
perception, I have 19 passive.
90 passes.
Yeah, you hear Draco. You just kind of hear Draco.
All right,
finally
I drop
wake up.
I drop a dagger into my hand, but do nothing with it.
Would I notice Zier doing that?
I'm using passive stealth to conceal it, which is 19. Yes, passive stealth is a thing.
Is it?
I'm
A lot of skills can be used passively, technically.
Really?
The main one that gets used is perception. I'm not actively trying to hide it, but I'm not making it visible either.
The stupidity scale.
I would say they're like the circumference of your waist.
God damn.
That's huge.
That is massive. And she's carrying all of these?
No, she carries some of the smaller ones, which are more.
The dragon was
of your
flying?
bones, like
With this?
like miniature tailbones, like mini parts of the wings.
The dragon was flying with that?
Well, I mean, it has like pretty good muscle tissue.
And it is a dragon.
It would not be very flexible.
Oh my god.
That isn't a bad idea.
I would say that you would have to have like some skin as well to actually make sure like the bones don't entirely flip you over.
Are you peeling off the skin?
Yeah. I'm gonna make my I'm gonna put while Jaskier is talking about it, I'm just saying Jaskier, I believe you wanted to speak to Draco?
That was me.
Oh, Leonon, I believe you wanted to speak to Draco?
Yeah.
I believe now is the time. I point at the now awake Draco with the hand that's not holding a dagger.
Draco is looking hapless as he's just kind of looking back and forth at the party.
I'm just gonna walk over, because I'm basically right here, and say, How about you don't breath weapon us and we just have a little chat? Okay?
It depends on where
I'm
the
gonna show my hand with the dagger. Literally.
I
was gonna say it would be in your best interest to cooperate.
Okay.
What?
I don't mind chatting, but what's the chat gonna be about? Like
about the reality of what you and about what your dragon compatriot here was really doing.
I have no idea because I'm confused. I've just woken up. Give me a bit to orient myself. I just see my dead master
You know, walk
there.
up to the chandelier.
Your boss is not just dead. Your boss is
Mutilated.
Mutilated, yeah. He's beheaded. You guys are thinking of using his bones, his skin. Like, come on, man. That's so traumatizing to me. Like, seriously, guys.
By all rights, you should technically be incredibly pissed off.
Or
I
horrified.
should, but then, I have no idea if he was cursed by the zombies or if he was working with them. So once I get that cleared out, I'll be pissed.
Is there any way for us to actually find out if he was under the influence?
You
Quick.
can definitely roll an investigation check to look around the cave for any clues or hints like that.
Didn't we find the mark last night?
Mark was on the wall.
We could use him as a sled.
Yeah.
The mark was
There's
on the
no,
wall.
the mark is a symbol. There's no indication that the mark was a result of the dragon working with them, just that it was there on the wall.
Can I do an investigate? Did any of us investigate to see if the dragon had a mark on him?
I mean, you can roll with disadvantage because at this point the dragon's mutilated beyond recognition.
Wouldn't you have thought of that before killing him and fucking ripping him apart? Could
We
have
are
at
not
least
the
had.
smartest of people. You're not
I
the
see
smartest
that.
groups.
You could have you can kind of pick up the skin and sort of just kind of look at the skin to see if there was a mark on there, but
Okay, let
Or
me.
even just like
So
you're still
everyone
bound.
rolls investigation, or who rolls specifically?
anyone who
Anyone
wants to
who's
roll
investigating.
investigation
I am
to
keeping
see-
my eye on Draco.
With
Anyone
Okay,
wants to roll
I'm a
investigation?
investigate because
you're tied
I
up.
need to
You
clear my
can't.
doubts. I'm tied
Yeah,
up.
you can
You're
roll an
bound.
investigation
We never-
to sort of look around and see any
Yes.
Okay,
what his
so
alliances
Ooh,
might
I
be.
got
You said with-
17.
did you say with a
with these
disadvantage?
things.
Even I got an 18.
Amber, did you say with a disadvantage? Or just regular roll?
With or without disadvantage.
To see if there are marks on the thing.
Yes.
It was with disadvantage.
Okay, so that's not gonna stick. First roll,
Okay,
nat
roll
20.
again.
Second, damn, that's an 11.
Okay, I
11.
rolled.
I got the same roll.
Drago, you are
Kinda
bound. You cannot.
I
I
can
got
look
17.
around. My head's
like some
like-
sort of
Technically, I
red
got two
something, but you can't tell if
17s.
it's blood or if it's a mark.
Now
I
I got
got
two
two
17s.
17s.
17 with disadvantage.
Yeah.
Yes, with disadvantage.
It was blood.
So we do not see any mark on him.
No. At least if there were, it's gone now.
Well, I mean, if he technically did have the mark, he would have turned into ash.
Plus, we don't know what happens to someone with the mark if they die.
Do an Arcana check. Search for magic traces.
It's a dragon.
Resemblance.
You have not killed anyone that you know for sure had the mark.
Didn't we kill, like, the bandit leader, though? He had, like,
Didn't?
tons of
No,
marks?
we didn't. We didn't kill him. We left him in the second prison cell.
You're
thought he died.
One of the people you encountered earlier on. Bali set free the bandit leader.
Didn't we recaptured him and threw him in the adjacent cell to prisoner 1?
I thought he died, though.
Yes, you
I thought he
did.
turned into, like, ash when we tried to interrogate him.
No, he went crazy and had marks on all over his chest.
Nope, he had marks which he experimented with all over his body, like some sort of craze, like obsession.
He was a mad scientist. Just
You can roll a history check.
with disadvantage or just regular check. 19.
Yeah, this would just be a regular history check to see if you can recall
19.
any information about
Yeah.
him.
That was a 19.
19? Okay, so from what you remember, he was captured with prisoner 1, but if prisoner 1 had fled,
It is also
you don't
reason-
know what happened to him or if he's still alive, because prisoner 1 could have killed him. Prisoner 1 could have left him alone. There are so many possibilities, so you are unsure whether or not he's alive or dead. You do know the marks all over his body had different effects. He didn't turn to ash necessarily. He was just kind of mad in a sense, with all the different arcane marks taking effect on his body.
Yes, the arcane are.
Didn't
things
Nizar
aren't
at
getting
some point like try to like skin him or something?
No, we tried to skin someone to get the regular mark.
You didn't skin that person. You chopped off their arm to try and remove the curse.
And I thought Nezar tried to burn like the mark with like his flame knife or something.
No, he cut it off with the flame knife, and
No, I'm
so
not
it
talking
would-
about Prisoner 2. I'm talking about like the bandit later.
The bandit leader, he was freed and then recaptured and put in the prison.
Yeah, but didn't Nezar try to like burn him with like or specifically burn the marks with like the flame knife?
Don't think so.
Yeah.
I think the flame knife was just kind of passed around between the two people and stolen from Zier by deceiving him, making him think it was useless.
Oh yeah, forgot about that.
Thanks for that. Now we did have a fire dagger for the dragon fight.
Zier, you still believe this
Thanks.
dagger to be of no use to you.
Thanks, Nezor.
I believed it was cursed.
Thanks, Nezor.
He still has the dagger because you never asked for it back or retrieved it.
Okay.
You guys suspect that he might be using it to make shoes
Okay,
if
gonna
you are
have-
unsure.
Okay, gonna have to come up with a different stratagem now, knowing that there's not a mark on him.
Do you know how long that would take?
And you know how much fire that would take?
It's taking you a half an hour.
We don't even have
and
the
you guys are
equipment
discussing
to
what
do
do.
that.
It's
How
also
would
taking
we
a half an
build?
hour bickering
build
amongst
the
yourselves to
smelter?
discuss what to do next.
I believe as like she said before, if we all help out, then we could technically make like a dragon sled in like half a day.
Question. Can I investigate
Oh,
the bodies
No.
to see if they were...
no. If you're going to be able to safely sled down the mountain,
Everything we're going to do is going to have some sort of danger into it, isn't it?
The chandelier, I recall
That's a
like picking
chandel-
one lantern up and breaking it, and then a hole appeared.
Yeah.
yes.
Probably not.
Other than
is
that,
what
I don't really
happened.
know what the chandelier is.
Probably shouldn't touch
It
it
is-
after that.
A chandelier with green sort of like lantern type jars. One of them was previously lit, and Netta, you recall that when you used it, it created a hole.
Or when I
which you
broke
guys
it.
almost were trapped under for a while. But thanks to Carlos's spider shoes, you were able to get out.
And not meet whatever fate would have awaited us down there.
Yeah, there's like some sort of like cold energy inside the jar, or like the jar lanterns.
Was that only one of them, or is that all five? Or all now five?
Yeah, there's like 5 lanterns because I broke one.
Yeah, but do the rest of them
There was
look like
only
they have
one
the
that was
energy?
lit. The rest were shattered.
Really?
Mm-hmm. The rest were shattered.
So they're technically I broke the only like unshattered one.
Yes.
So now they're all broken.
Mm-hmm.
We're not setting
The
down a
chandelier?
chandelier. That sounds like a terrible idea.
Oh, you know,
Well,
like
I mean-
those water slides with like the.
Well, I mean, actually, if we fit the dragon wings on the bottom, then...
Here, you have a passive perception 19. So while the rest of the party is trying to figure how to do the sled, you are the one who actually recalls that the actual mountain itself is very steep. and very dangerous. There's lots of rocks. It would be a gamble to try to make it down that mountain safely, sledding down.
When has that stopped us before?
I am going to speak up and say, yeah, the mountain is a bit too dangerous.
When has that stopped us before?
And I didn't want to walk back in because she's been outside all the time.
Well, it probably should, given that the goddess said that we're the only ones who can save the world from the Vilsaketh.
We're just wasting time here. I could have already been halfway down the mountain in the time it's taken all of you to come up with anything, and even then you came up with nothing.
Yeah, at this point, is there anything else you guys would like to do or discuss while you're here?
Who put the Green Lantern Corps thing up in the left?
Oh my god, the competence. I'm just realizing the competency scale up there.
That's a stupidity alignment choice.
The alignment scale.
Yeah, that's what I was laughing at.
Competent. Chaotic stupid. Also Leonon. Also Netta. So me and Netta are in between chaotic stupid.
Chaotic neutral.
Oh my fucking god.
Chaotic neutral stupid.
Lawful neutral lawful.
It disappeared when you used it.
It was one time use. That's how scrolls work. For one time.
At this point, it's been about a couple hours of you just bickering amongst yourselves, trying to figure out.
Couple hours.
Well, I'm gonna start walking down the mountain.
Yeah,
I don't know about the rest of you.
Yo,
gonna
I got an
start
I am
idea.
not staying here any longer.
Enigma
Guys,
begins walking down the mountain without you all.
Netta quickly runs after her.
I'm still gonna try to talk.
I'm gonna I'm gonna say, Leonon, are you good here? I'm gonna make sure that Netta doesn't get into any trouble. Keeping Enigma from getting into any trouble.
I'm gonna try one last. I'm gonna try one last chance to try and persuade Drago over to our side.
As you're doing this, everyone else is just walking down the mountain.
Yeah, I'm gonna follow. Group.
Yo, Leonon, listen, my guy.
Yeah.
Why don't you summon the goddess again and just tell her to teleport you? Like, you know.
You realize she
Officially pissed
teleported.
off and tried to kill us.
You realize she teleported us up here because you tried to attack her, correct?
I'll attack her again, and she'll teleport you guys away.
She might actually kill you.
That's a solution.
I'm pretty sure if you do that, she'd just vaporize you.
I am just going to. I'm going to
Honestly,
take a deep breath, clasp my hands together, and try and say in as calm as a voice as I can, "You, sir, since we met you, have attempted to attack a god, attack me, and put the entire rest of my party in danger.
okay.
I
See,
am
the
giving
first two
you-
things are
I am
within
giving-
reasons.
Da 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 da." He's going to da 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 him like a child. Da, 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 da.
Leonon
You-
holds up a finger, interrupting you, going. "Ba, ba, 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 ba."
I don't
You
think you
let
need
me
to.
You will let me speak.
Okay.
I should, and everyone else did, have the brilliant idea of leaving you here while we scale the mountain on our own. However, I am going to give you a chance. This dragon, who you called your master, has been feasting on the innocent townspeople down below, indiscriminate of their woes, of the tragedies they have gone through. He has been picking off the weak, I guess you would say, economically damaged from a specific incident. And he has been doing so without the care for how it affects others. That is why we slayed him. So now you have two choices. Come with us and do not try to murder us, and we can get to the bottom of what caused your master to go berserk and do all these heinous crimes, or I will walk out that cave entrance, leaving you here bound. It's your choice, really.
I do want to find out what happened to my master, but I don't know, man. Okay, I'll join you, but I get to punch you once.
One punch.
One punch.
And if
you
you
and
one punch
Zia.
one punch me or Zier, and if you
No,
try
okay.
to-
One punch you.
No
One
volunteering. I just step back. No volunteering me.
one punch
They don't hear
Me-
you.
one punch
You're too far.
My-
You're too far down the mountain.
one punch myself, and I'm going to make one thing clear.
Sure.
If you try to fatally attack me or any of my companions again, I'll make you wish I abandoned you in this cavern.
Okay. Deal.
Then we have ourselves a gentlemanly agreement.
You'll need to get in line.
We do.
I am now free. I'm now going to free Drago of his binds and prepare for the punch.
Let's go.
Okay. You guys make your way down the mountain. I'm gonna need you to roll an acrobatics check as you're rappelling down this mountain.
Fun.
Acrobat.
Oh, joy.
Okay.
This is going to be
2 for
16.
4.
With advantage because you are using climbing
okay.
gear.
okay with advantage.
Right.
16.
16 and 19. So 19.
6.
I rolled 6 twice, so
19 somehow.
Oof.
Okay.
Could I use my spider
7.
climb boots?
Okay.
Yeah, Ken, I'll just use spider climb boots.
The rest of you managed
Not
to
fair.
rappel down safely. Enigma, you fall and
great.
slip onto the platform right here.
Oh
Oh
no.
Hang on. Oh,
That's
right.
You gain 1 exhaustion point.
I
Oh, is
figured I would
that
take
all?
damage. No, I don't think you take an exhaustion point. I would take damage because I'm falling.
Yeah, that should be fall damage.
You also get 4 damage. Like, your back hurts, so you're exhausted.
I guess climbing back out is exhausting.
4 damage.
You threw your
That
back
could've been
out.
worse.
Unnatural 20.
a.
Well, could have been worse.
Nada, you're just kind of gliding as Enigma falls onto the ground, like, ugh.
Could have been 36 d6 ticks of fall damage.
But you fell to terminal velocity.
Yes, I did
I
say
rolled a
36
7.
d6.
Yeah, that was 4. So anyway, you guys managed to make it down to this side of the mountain. I will say that for the sake of moving things along, each of you roll 5 acrobatics checks to see if you're able to get down the side of the mountain safely.
5.
All with advantage?
5
Five.
acrobatic?
Or no?
Hold on. I want to. For this one.
5 checks.
Yes. 5 for
Not
each
just-
time you're rappelling downward.
Okay,
Are we rolling
5.
with advantage on all of them or no?
Why not just converge them?
If you manage to relatively succeed, I'll say you make it down the mountain safely.
Okay.
Embers
If
with
you don't,
And
Enigma
Nat
with
20.
advantage.
Are we getting advantage?
you have advantage because you're using climbing gear.
Okay.
Okay.
Not 20.
19.
I'm just gonna write this down somewhere.
Dirty 20. Oh, hold on. I'm just gonna do.
A 19.
Okay, that is.
Oh, that's enough.
Yeah. Am I done?
Okay,
Okay,
so
so yours was 20.
1, 2,
And what
Nat
else?
20.
Just all of them?
3.
That was my first one.
Oh,
Or
your first one.
Okay.
Am
Okay,
I
so
done?
so
Just-
yeah, all of my rolls
just
would have
everyone
counted as
roll your
above
first one, we'll
20.
decide what happens
So
next, and then you can roll your next
and since
one.
we're rolling with advantages, we do not include the other
Well-
5 rolls.
Yeah, if
No,
you're
the-
using the D&D
no, the other
Beyond
rolls come
sheet,
after.
you can right click to change it to like.
I
on the
heard
number.
nothing that you said, Amber, because Netta talked over you.
Okay, no, the rolls come after. So after each roll, I describe what happens, how well you manage to get down to that side of the mountain.
I've rolled
Okay.
all of mine already. I just wrote down the highest ones. So
Same here.
Okay.
I got
So-
a 20 as well.
So everyone else-
anyone-
So yeah,
rolled
I got
below
like a
10.
26 with advantage.
No, all of mine were above a 10.
Same here.
Okay, you guys managed to get down this part. Igma, your advantage would cancel out because of your 1 exhaustion point from throwing your back out.
Oh, yeah, disadvantage.
I don't think you get exhaustion from that. I would just take damage from falling.
Okay, fair.
And I got a nat 20 on my last one, so.
Okay. You guys all managed to get down. Roll your second one.
Okay. Then I have to get my water.
I
out.
rolled off on my first one for the 5 was a 12,
30
and then there was a
20 or a
19.
17. I'll take the 30 20.
19 total.
Dirty 20.
Okay.
I have to go grab my water. Yeah.
Hold on. What are we supposed to roll now?
5 acrobatics
Acrobatics.
checks with advantage.
Okay, that one's
Okay, I got it 20 as well.
Okay, you all rappel down to. You all rappel down safely for that part. Make your third one.
30
18.
20.
22.
Yeah, so continue to you keep on making steady pace, making downward. No one has really,
Yeah, 22.
none of you have really hurt yourselves or injured yourselves along the way so far. Fourth one.
Dirty 20.
19.
11. 18.
Oh,
I'm going to use
48.
Flash of
oh, I
48.
missed it.
What did you get?
I'm going to use Flash of Genius, so I'm going to roll 14 instead of a 9.
I got like 28.
Dang.
Okay, so who here rolled below 10?
Nah, I didn't. I rolled 11.
Remember, you're rolling with advantage because climbing gear.
Yeah.
Yay.
Okay, so 11. Along the way, Draco, you sprain your wrist.
Ouch. That would hurt.
Big oofsies.
Doesn't he live on this mountain?
Doesn't mean he's...
Maybe he's good at climbing it.
Unlike you guys, I don't like roll down a mountain.
Oh,
That's a fair point.
god damn.
Do we do one more roll for like to get to the bottom of the mountain?
I had a nat 20 on my last one.
16.
I think despite your rough start,
10.
you managed to
8.
finish off gracefully and with a
8.
good landing.
Oh, shit.
She's like, I am not doing that again.
Could have been worse. Could have been a nat 1.
Could have been.
29!
Yeah, I had a nat 1 on
What?
one of my rolls, but
I had a 5 plus.
Oh, it's a natural
plus 3
20.
is 8.
Bro, Netta's rolls just keep getting higher and higher.
And mine keep getting lower and lower.
You're going to tell us to roll one more, and she's going to get like a 32.
Did anyone get below 10?
I got
The
10.
air.
I will say, because I'm a merciful DM, you break your arm on the way down.
I'm a merciful
Merciful
DM. Break
DM.
your
And
arm.
you gain- and,
I'm a
so you break
merciful
your arm.
DM. I will break your arm.
Proceeds to break your arm.
So who broke their arm?
New meme.
Your shoulder is
Sierra.
dislocated.
Is it his good arm or is it his dominant
Which arm
or
is it? Left
I
or
will
right?
say it's the left.
Thank
Please tell
you.
me you weren't left-handed.
As soon as I get down, I'm just
I
going to
favor-
slap
You get
his arm.
I
scared damage
favor
from
for my
the-
right for my high daggers.
Yeah, you
Hers
get
and my
6 damage
rapier.
from that.
I
This
actually
will be a
wouldn't
good time
say
to
that.
heal him, Leona.
I wouldn't say that
Versus
Zier is
this
right or
located.
left-handed, but he favors using his right hand for melee and for throwing daggers. He'll also use who's usually will
Yeah, you
hold.
take 6
Wall
damage
with
and
the
your
left.
shoulder is dislocated.
Yay!
Don't worry,
So I am at
don't worry, I can heal it.
53.
Yeah. So, most of you come out relatively unscarred.
Where
And you
are
make
my
it-
erasers?
And then there's Netta, who just
They're there.
acrobatics, like down.
We got
You make it
outclimbed
down
by
to
like
the
a small
clearing.
child.
Spider-Man.
So yeah,
Spider-Man.
now would be a good time to call the rolls.
Very much so. And
Now
while she's
would
doing
definitely-
that,
You howl.
oh,
Go and howl, Jaskier.
I just look at them like they're weird.
I'm gonna
Scared
heal.
while
I'm gonna
touching my
gonna-
bad shoulder.
use
I
level
feel
1
like-
cure wounds on Zier.
Zier, you feel a nice warm wave of relief before the pain of setting the shoulder bone in place takes effect.
I just sort of grunt. How much do I heal by?
Leonon?
Hold on, I just want to make sure I'm getting everything right. Here we go. Oh, right, that's going to. I'm just casting it as a level. I'm just casting it as a first level spell. That shall be 1d8 plus my spellcasting modifier, which is you're gonna heal for at least 7.
Okay, so I go back to full. No
How
need.
much-
You can go back to full
Oh, wait, how
anyways,
much
no matter
HP
what I
did I
roll.
lose?
So.
Yeah, I took 6 damage.
Yay, spellcasting modifier.
Okay,
Draco, did you say
so
something?
You guys
Yeah,
are
how
now...
much did I take damage when I sprained my arm?
I think that was someone else.
You guys
That was
gotta
Zier.
stop placing random tokens here.
Never.
No.
Where do we
guys
spawn our
make it-
tokens?
You guys make it down toward the clearing.
Okay, fine. I can't delete the dagger. Also, my name has 2 E's in it.
You can edit it, I think.
Interesting.
Oops,
Okay,
I didn't
so
mean to do that.
I'm sure that's everyone's token.
I think we're
Oh, wait,
missing Leonon.
Leonon.
Oh,
We left him
There.
behind.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We only have 7 people.
We
I
lost
thought
him.
we had 8.
7 is a fair
2,
amount.
3, 4, 5, 6,
7 is a pretty big
7.
group, actually.
Let's start howling.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I miscounted. I thought we had 8 people, not 7.
No, we don't.
I think I was just counting your name too.
Anywho, you
Okay.
guys are now at the bottom of the mountain. You managed to rappel down with ease. I will say, just because a lot of time was taken bickering, you guys just kind of. I'm gonna spare you the pain of having to spend quite a bit more time climbing down the mountain. So I will say a few hours have passed. It's taken hours for you to get down to the mountain. I will say the sun is beginning to set.
Owl.
Quick, howl. Everyone howl so we can get the wolves.
Nah, man. I ain't gonna howl.
Out of secondhand embarrassment, I'm just going to walk away.
Somebody has to howl.
Same, bro. I'm joining you.
I'm
Yes,
saying
here's-
silent.
Yes, here's volunteering to howl.
Netta howls just for the fun of it.
Alright, so Netta, you howl.
Oh,
It takes a good 10 minutes, and then the wolves
Cute.
start to
I know.
arrive. A
And
few
it
of
just
them.
Netta
that is
just completely
how-
covered in blood. She's completely red.
Netta's howl is cute.
Adorable.
They kind of look at Netta, and they're like, "Well done, young child," as they kind of look at the blood.
No, well,
A successful hunt.
You are a successful hunter.
Netta raises her arms in glee.
yeah.
I presume you called for teleportation back to the den?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we did.
Yes.
That's why,
No.
since we're to
No,
tell
we
the
just
news that
called
we're
because-
successful.
No, we just called because we wanted to talk to werewolves.
Hey, Roach, we need to check on Bandy.
The werewolf
Yes, exactly.
kind of sits in a circle, starts an incantation. A large glowing blue circle surrounds you all before you are instantly transported back to the area.
The
Yeah.
wolves den.
Yeah.
Give the world a second. The teleportation spell was too much for the world to handle.
Is it loaded?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
So where are we teleported?
You are teleported back at the den, yes.
Which
Where
section
in
of
the
They're
the den,
in the
though?
den.
I will say you guys are teleported back over here.
Okay,
Wow.
my token.
Back
So,
over
like
here.
the meal hall?
Yeah, you guys
The
are.
entrance.
That's the dining hall. Netta, you've been in there before, so that's visible.
Yes, okay.
It doesn't teleport there, but there's a dining hall clad with food and things.
Yum.
Oh, there it is.
No
Delicious.
dragon meat for us tonight.
What is with you
Yes,
eating
if
dragon?
Um. Let me just pull up a thing here. 'Cause I'm pretty sure I had a thing for that.
For dragon meat?
No, for the food.
All the people are not on the map yet.
Which ones? Did I miss anybody?
You're missing Netta.
Oh, sorry.
Netta and Dragon.
And
There you go.
Grego.
Andy's over here.
Good old Simon.
Yes. Or wait, no, he's not over here because he's in the dungeon. I'll get to that in a second. Yeah, so there is food on the table. The wolves kind of glancing about, they said, "Go ahead, eat, revive yourselves."
Netta sort of looks at her bloody appearance, wanting to clean herself before actually eating.
Smart. Smart.
We can take you toward a bathing area, but it is outside.
And Netta's fine with that, as long as she gets herself clean and then comes back in a warm area quickly.
Yeah, I would say it takes about a half an hour. Did any of you guys want to try the food?
I'll try the food.
Sure.
The table has
Yeah.
candles lit off, giving an aromatic floral scent to the room, and there are plates filled with different kinds of food. There's a lemon poppy seed bread with icing, hearty soup, cheese with crackers, and sourdough bread, and various sandwiches.
Now I'm hungry. God damn it.
Werewolves know how to make food. Also Drago's not here.
Oh, did I
Oh
forget?
yeah,
We ate him.
Sorry.
oh yeah. Before leaving, Netta sort of takes out the dragon liver and
I'm
dragon
sorry,
meat.
Draco, I forgot. There you are.
And Nick was just, we ate him.
Oh yeah, before leaving,
Emergency food.
Netta sort of takes out like the dragon heart, like liver and like meat, kind of wanting like some sort of method to like preserve them or something. Because they're kind of perishable goods.
I think it'll be fine.
You'd have to ask around for the preservation of such things, but like there's nothing within the dining halls in particular that would.
No, she's asking a wolf to like for help.
Oh, yes. Of course, young hunter. And then she just kind of like takes the organs, puts them in a oil jar type thing, and then hands it back to you.
Hey.
Netta's face lights up when she has like jars full of organs returned to her.
We're
what
a
food
weird
are you guys
bunch.
trying? Specifically.
I'm trying the breads.
Bread?
The bread.
Okay, the poppy seed bread, as you eat it, it gives you a feeling of happiness.
Interesting.
Happy enough, good enough to make a grown man cry. And that's okay.
I get the reference.
You feel a sense of happiness wave over you as you eat the bread.
So yeah, after putting like the organs in a jar, like Netta goes off like to with like a wolf to like clean herself off.
Yes, that happens. I'll say about a half hour later, you return with the rest of the party.
Netta's no longer red. And then Netta starts eating like the food with happiness. She's like, yum 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 yum.
Which food in particular?
What food was there again?
There's the bread, there's the cheese and crackers, there's the sandwiches, and there's the soup.
It's a duck.
All of them.
All of them, of course.
It's a hungry growing child.
Dive in, you eat the bread, and it gives you happiness, and then you start eating the soup quickly, and then you start feeling happy and confident, and then the cheese and crackers, you start feeling a wave of inspiration, and then all of that calms down when you finish off with the sandwich.
Like Netta's pretty happy because she's eating food that she had never had before.
Enigma's having the soup.
I'll have soup as well.
You have soup in a wave of what was it again?
I believe the soup was
A wave of
Inspiration.
confidence waves over you.
Okay.
You're feeling pretty cocky.
Have you met Zier?
more so than usual.
More so than usual. You're feeling extremely cocky.
I'll have the sandwiches.
Have you met Zier?
The sandwich makes you calm.
Netta pokes one of the wolves, like wanting to like give a gift to like their tribe leader for the moonstone necklace.
Nyx right now, our alpha, is currently performing some rituals in her study. She will meet you all in a few hours. We can, however, bring you down to see your friend if that is what you wish.
Netta nods her head.
Very much so, yes.
Yes. I think it is about time. It is long overdue that we've done that.
Yes.
I forgot what happened with Bandy.
Turned into a werewolf.
Oh yeah.
The wolves take you down a long, winding hallway. They open it, kind of look at a wall of stone. It's just a regular wall of stone, and they begin to press a loose stone and reveal a sort of prison-type storage area over here. where they tend to, like, for safekeeping, if, like, someone gets out of hand or anything like that, they have sort of like a dungeon type thing. And then they press another stone, and it leads to a descending staircase that kind of seems to go on for quite a bit before you reach a dungeon.
Huh. There was a dungeon and a dragon.
Bandy
Uh-huh.
is over here, in the corner. He's unconscious.
Nice.
Why are there two bands?
Two.
Two bands. So now they cloned him.
Spoken.
He's still alive.
Netta hesitantly approaches like the cage or like the what's it like the what do you call it? The bars?
Yeah.
The cell bars. They're, like sort of like peeking at like Bandy, like checking if he's like lucid or okay.
He's okay. He's very bloody. He's kind of heaving a bit, but he's otherwise okay.
I can't move.
Is he lucid though? Is he sober?
He's asleep.
Is he so?
Okay, do I have my weapons back, or are they still melted and like I'm
You
weaponless?
can't get back on. You still have your javelin, and it's been
I still
24
have my
hours.
javelin.
So
Yeah, could I?
so your breath weapon should be back too, but
Okay,
the scimitar is melted. You can't get that
yeah,
back.
scimitar is gone. So could I just go towards the bar and like flip the javelin so it's like the blunt end and just poke Bandy a bit to wake him up?
Welcome.
He really is
Wait,
one of
let him
us.
sleep.
Do you want?
It's-
I'm just gonna look at him like. Are you
It's
sure
not the
you want
sharp
to do
end.
that?
Don't
Kind of-
worry.
Poke him with a stick. He's kind of.
Exactly. Like the other side of the javelin, the non-sharp part.
Yeah,
He is one
and
of
the
us.
sharp part of my dagger could still go through your skull.
But it's
He
not the
really-
sharp part of my javelin.
He's
It
poking,
came
he's not
behind you guys,
penetrating
just
him.
I
you know.
understand that.
He really is one
The
of us
sharp
now.
part of my dagger can still go through your skull, regardless of what end and of your
Okay,
javelin
just
is
like a
pointed
light.
at Bandy.
Just calm down, bro.
He
Calm
really
down.
is one
Just
of
a
us.
light tap to wake him up. Calm down.
He didn't sleep though. He's really tired.
He kind of
Werewolfification.
comes to consciousness after being poked. Who?
Sorry about that. Our friend
Head.
is kind of.
Peekaboo, bitch.
Okay.
Peekaboo bitch casts breath weapon.
God.
No, I won't cast a bread weapon. I'll just scare him a bit.
As you use your breath weapon.
No, he's not.
No,
doing
no,
that.
He
no.
said he's
not.
not doing that.
He just
I'm
said
not
that as a joke.
doing
I said
that.
that as
I
a
said
joke.
I'm just scaring him. Like peekaboo.
The cell walls, kind of ice trickles across the room, and he begins to shiver, looking a lot more weaker as he starts to freeze as well.
Wait, what's going on?
What? What?
Breath weapon.
No,
He didn't use
I'm
his
not
breath
doing
weapon.
it. I didn't
He
say
didn't.
no.
He distinctly said he was not.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just
Frodo said he
scaring
was.
him like peekaboo, bitch. That's it.
All right.
No breath weapon. He's not. He's not aggressive, right? So yeah, no breath
Okay.
weapon yet.
He's
He's
awake
also
now,
behind-
but he looks
behind the
kind
gate.
of dazed.
That's it. Yeah, just dazed. And then I'll move out of the
Netta
way.
waves her
That's it.
hand to like try and attempt to get Bandy's attention. And kind of hops in place.
Yeah, I'll just move away so that he can see everyone. That's it.
Leonon, Netta, dear. Oh, you guys are a sight for sore eyes.
As are you, my friend. As are you.
Get me out of here.
I'm afraid that is not up to us.
The wolf from earlier just kind of tosses the keys. Nods.
I guess it is up to us.
It is up to you.
The Alpha said this was okay. We aren't going to go against her and then have the whole pack against us, are we? I'm just
Is
gonna.
the worst of it over?
The full moon will not happen within another month. But when it does, he will definitely need to figure out how to train his own instincts. It is all up to him.
Hmm. Like, what
Okay.
time is it in game?
It's evening.
I would say, let's rest, in, the den for, a day.
Yeah.
When you set out at dawn again, get back to the city before night falls.
I can hear what you said, Trelos.
Oh, we can stay here until the morning, and then we can set out after. Am I
Sounds like
cutting out,
that.
or okay?
No, we heard.
We can always, again, offer you a quick teleport to down over to the city if you need.
Still, we should probably rest. We did scale a fucking mountain.
Yes,
Yeah.
I
you guys are
remind you,
feeling
you
very
did not
exhausted.
scale it, you rolled down it.
No, we scaled it. We didn't roll
Why?
down.
That's
We aren't
what
idiots.
scaling is. Yes, that is what scaling is.
Bandy is now up at the bars, just kind of waiting.
I'm gonna hand the key to Zier. I feel like he's.
Zier is all the way back here.
Oh.
Netta
You have
thinks,
to throw it.
Netta
Why
thinks that Bandy should, rest for, a slight bit more since he's still quite bloody.
Give me
No,
the key. That'll be fun.
fine. My head just
No.
hurts.
Draco will not be getting the key.
No, he will not. He's lucky he lives with us. He's lucky he has his life.
Ooh. You could have just left me at the cave, it's fine. I could have cleaned up the throne. I
I'm
could have
merciful.
become the new master of the mountain.
I'm merciful. I'm merciful.
Ooh.
Plus, hey,
That seems
Revenge.
nice,
Throne doesn't exist anymore.
the throne doesn't exist. No, it kind of
Yeah.
went into the ground.
That's okay, I'll make a new throne. If you guys had
Also-
left me.
Also, the Volsakith would probably have shown up looking for their dragon.
Yeah.
I can fight them. It's not a big
You
deal.
really cannot. You really, really cannot. We are telling you this as
All of us
saltily as we
together,
can.
You know what? I'm
Almost
already
all of
here
us
with you
together
guys.
have
It
not
doesn't
been a match
matter.
for them.
He's barely
On
able to handle
numerous
one.
occasions.
They are speaking from experience and sincerity. They almost
Yeah.
died on their last encounter with the Velsaka when they attacked them directly.
Okay.
Every encounter with the Volsakith has ended in our barely escaping with our lives.
Sad.
And that was just with one of them.
Yeah, it takes out one of the
One of
dragons
them
and
against
shows
all
it
of
to
us.
Bandy.
I'm gonna step out for a few minutes. I gotta use the bathroom and I gotta check my bread. Or my
The
my
clang of the chains as he walks up to the directly at the cage door, hands on the bars. Can you please release me? The floor is cold and I'd rather not spend another night here.
That is understandable.
Since I would say the wolves are letting us take him out, I would say it would be.
If anyone doesn't have any objections, I shall open the cage. Cell. Door. Thing.
You
I'm
open the door.
Yes.
The second key is to get the chains that are directly in the wall over here that he's attached to off.
I shall then enter the cell and release those chains.
As you take it off, it clatters onto the ground and he rubs his wrists. which have burns or like rashes from the night previous.
Would Cure Wounds be able to cure those?
Yeah.
First level Cure Wounds to cure his rashes.
They disappear.
There you go.
Yeah.
We're all back together
His
again.
wrists look as though he had never spent a night in his prison, although his demeanor and his expressions say otherwise.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Nita shows off some of her trophies.
The organs.
Oh god, is that what I think it
Yes.
is?
Yes.
Specifically
yes, it is.
teeth.
Oh.
She's showing off the teeth.
Okay, she's not showing off the jarred organs.
She shows off the teeth.
Okay, we all thought it was jarred organs. Yes, yes, those are. We killed a dragon.
I still don't know how.
Bandy Bunch Dragon Slayers, bitch. That's how.
I told you. My name's not Bandy. It's Simon, and he kind of like puts his hand on your shoulder as he like leaves the cell.
That's the name of our group.
So all agreed to have like a rest at the wolves' den.
Aye.
Aye.
Speaking of which, like Netta wanted to like speak with like Nyx or something.
Nyx, yeah, that's the alpha leader.
She wanted
Thinking
to give
about
her
it.
a gift.
Thinking about it, Leonon also
Like,
wanted
as
to.
thanks for like the moonstone crystal.
Thinking about it, Leonon would also want to speak with Nyx more so about the whole situation with the to see if the wolves would know anything about the Sapphire Claw or Mr. X or the incident that happened 2 years ago.
When you guys return, Nyx is lounging on one of the couches in the room.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Yes, it is.
No, reaches over like and like shows her like some of like the teeth that she got.
Ah, you fared well in battle, young one.
Netta takes one of the organs. Like Netta takes out the jar of organs and sort of like offers like one of the organs. Right?
And then Bandy seeing this is like his gag reflex is triggered.
Who's winning?
Who
Whoa.
wouldn't
Can
be?
you put that away? Too soon.
Too soon.
Netta sees like Bandy and like she kind of covers the jar.
Thank you.
And then she looks at Nyx and sort of like tucks her shoulder or something, like, and then points to the jar.
Yes. Yes. A good harvester, too. Is this for me, young one?
What do you say?
Is this for me, young one?
Netta nods her head.
Which jar are you giving her?
The one with the dragon liver and like the dragon heart.
Alright, you hand both over to her. I shall make good use of these. Thank you.
Smiles.
And remember, I shall never be far away. With the crystal, you can always reach me if you need any help learning or training your abilities.
Netta nods her head.
Leonon, I sense you have a few things you want to ask me.
Yes, indeed. You and your kin presumably over because of your location, because of your locale, would know a lot about the goings-ons in the area, I have a few questions I would wish to ponder about.
In the
I
background,
do make my
I
way
am
into the city now
sharpening
and
some of
then.
my daggers.
All
I
right.
was won-
You have
I
your
was won-
daggers at the ready.
I
No, I'm
was
sharpening them.
Oh yeah, you're sharpening them. You're just kind of as this conversation's happening. I do hear of a few things here and there. What do you need to know?
Firstly, I would like to ask about the incident that led to the charring of the center of town. If you happen to know anything more about that than what we would be able to gather from the city folk themselves.
Netta sits in a corner and starts cleaning the teeth and claws of blood
All right. Netta is cleaning the teeth
and the bones and the
and the
claws.
bones. A grim expression falls on her face. That was a dark day for Ariabury, if I remember correctly. A party by the name of the Sapphire Claw, there was a sort of beam that fell upon the city, and it destroyed most of the population in one fell swoop. I do know the name of the particular member who did this. His name was Zarseth.
Zarseth. Can I roll a history check up for the name Zarseth?
Yes.
Alright.
Or rather, it could have been his brother, Benny. I don't know which one.
19.
19. Okay, you do recall it being a feared name in the criminal underworld.
Do I know anything about Benny either?
Both of them have ties to a mafia in Tuatara.
Thank you, Lady
To a
Nix.
Tara?
Mm-hmm.
What was that location again?
If you wish to use that as a reference. Or actually, I can pull it up right now for you guys to, if you like me to. Okay. So, from your general knowledge of the world, it's a city in the continent of Neostora, right over here. And there is a mafia within that locale.
And where are we?
Elizabeth and Benny are known to be in.
Other
Where
side of
are
the
we?
world again.
Neostora.
Thank you. Thank you.
Which place are we?
You're currently on the eastern continent of Ezekiel.
Thank you, Lady Nix. I have one more person I wish to inquire about. We believe that at the very least, I believe that the Sapphire Claw had dealings with a man in a cloak. He goes, a spellcaster who goes by X.
I have heard of the man. He is a well-renowned merchant. I have bought a few things from him here and there.
Does he come to town often?
He comes and goes. His patterns are random. He doesn't always come at a particular time. You can't really catch him by guessing where he was last or when he was last. The last time he was here, I believe, was I think it was 4 months ago, and he was selling some wares.
Damn.
He was also with some sort of bartender girl.
That's little. Seems they were closer than just random passerbys. Thank you, Lady Nix. The information you have provided will serve great use.
I do have knowledge on the names of the people within the Sapphire Claw, but I don't know much more than that.
Names will be more than enough for now.
If you would so wish for me to disclose, I can inform you of the other members.
I do. I presume the rest of us will not have any arguments to that?
No. No objection.
Zalseth and Benny are the ones who've caused the most devastating effects. It was rumored that Zalseth was the one who cast that dreadful spell upon this city. Benny is his brother. The other members are Norvax, Dragonborn. He had some grudges with his brother Pestle. And I believe there were 2 young women. They went by Nikki and Cora. Oh, and there was a skeleton who went by the name of Darius.
A skeleton.
Indeed.
Undead.
Indeed.
Nice.
Darius sounds familiar, but from a different campaign.
That's because the backstory I used for the character in Group B was used from a previous campaign I DM'd, which is connecting into this one.
Huh.
Yeah.
That explains why it sounds like a rival party.
But, yes, those are the names of each and every one of the members.
Can I inquire on one final thing?
Of course.
The Sapphire Claw or Mr. X were in town. Were there any rumblings of a magical artifact, say? An orb of some kind?
Her face kind of makes some connections. Now that you mention it, I did hear of some sort of political gathering, some sort of handing off of an artifact that was occurring at the time.
Could you perhaps disclose the name of this artifact?
This one, I believe, was called the Ivy Crown. Or the Crown of Ivy.
Nope.
I believe X was there as well.
Not the one.
Not the one we're looking for, but
Not the one he stole from us.
quite curious. Quite curious indeed that another party has been tied with another magical artifact. And the one linking factor is
The only
Mr.
thing
X.
is, another thing is that Sapphire Claw managed to get their hands on all the artifacts. The one they did, It was scattered across this realm. So wherever they were previously is now unknown. Aside from the Ring of Fire, of course, which I believe was mysteriously returned.
You mean this? He will then present his hand with the ring of fire upon it.
Yes, that's the one. How did you get your hands on it?
It's a long story, but let's just, for posterity's sake, say it's in my possession so that it does not fall into the hands of even more unsavory individuals.
I feel I trust you more than when the Sapphire Claw was here.
Thank you, Lady Nix. Let us hope that our spoils of war can provide some bereavement to the city and that it may be able to perspire, gain prosperity once again. Perspire.
I will grant you teleportation back to Arayabury. I'm sure they'll be glad to know that you slayed the dragon that had been plaguing their city for, I think it's been a couple of years.
Whoa, years?
2 years.
2 years.
To be exact.
How did you know?
We asked around the town a little.
That is wise.
It would be unwise to go into a dragon's den entirely unknowing.
Frankly, it wasn't wise to go into a dragon's den at all.
Yes,
I don't
well,
think we
Lady
had a
Uder,
choice.
yes, well, Lady Uder did not exactly factor wisdom into her task.
Are we resting first, or are we immediately going to like the, because it's technically evening via in-game time.
Feel free to rest in this room. There are plenty of blankets, cushions, cozy candles, things like that. We like to make our den here comfortable.
Thank
It
you.
helps herself to a bed and falls asleep.
You definitely jump onto one of the it's the softest bed you've ever felt. And you just immediately pass out.
Thank you, Lady Nix, for everything you've provided our group with in our time
If there's
here.
any other information or any other way I can help, please let me know. And another matter that must be discussed. As official allies, it's tradition for a certain ritual to take place. You
Ritual?
can worry about that in the morning.
Hey.
Don't worry, it's not a blood sacrifice or anything like that.
Aw.
It's just... it's just a...
You're muted.
Yeah, sorry. It's just a sort of mocking so that we know, or any other werewolves in the near vicinity will know that you are an ally.
Yay.
And with that, you can consider the White Wolves of Arun an ally in your quest.
Indeed.
I can offer you my people in any coming battles you need. You now have a pack of werewolves who will be willing to fight for you should the need arise.
Damn.
Very nice.
You guys enjoy a restful evening. When you awake, it is you get a waft of breakfast toward you as one of the other pack members sort of like bring you trays of eggs and bacon and things like that, pancakes. All the sense of breakfast just there.
Civilized werewolves.
I eat breakfast.
Delicious, as will I.
The wolf from before who recognizes you goes, "Next time, ask for food," as she hands you specifically the tray, Leonon.
It was Eskir's idea.
Why?
Wait, was it Eskir's or Trellos' idea?
One of you guys' idea.
Well, it was either one of you guys' ideas because because both of you seem really fascinated with eating the werewolves.
No comment.
What?
No comment.
Trello. That was said out of character. In character, I'm just gonna gingerly eat my breakfast.
One of the other pack members sort of hands you all like black robes. They're like, "Get dressed in these."
Not bad.
Netta hides herself in the cloak and tries to blend in with the surroundings.
Are you ready for the ritual?
Just looking at everyone else.
Yeah, pretty much nods her head.
Right
Actually,
then.
is like the robe like fit to Netta, or is it oversized?
The robe magically fits perfectly to Netta's size.
Oh.
Netta looks in amazement.
We tend to battle in, well, our other form, but I suppose we can craft some weapons if needed. We tend to opt for things like bows and arrows and light-handed weapons.
I don't think they're capable of
They
making
just
armor.
said light weapon.
Are they
Nick
capable of
kind
making
of,
a dagger out of
runs-
dragon tooth?
Nyx kind of runs her hands along the dragon scales. Perhaps one of my pack members might be able to do something with this, or enchant it.
What about a dragon tooth? Is she able to make like a dagger out of dragon tooth?
I suppose I could. Or rather, I suppose I have a few people who craft weapons who might be able to fashion something of the sort.
I'm gonna bring out my rapier to add to the list.
Well, I
You
mean, we
wish
have
for
like a
me
bunch
to
of
enchant
bows
this as
and like
well?
We do have a
claws
bunch
here,
of-
so.
Yes.
Can I get my
Yeah.
double-bladed scimitar as well?
I might as well I might as well see if I can get a dragon bone rapier too.
Oh my god.
Okay, so let me get this straight. You want me to take this rapier and enchant it? You want me to take the dragon teeth and fashion a dagger out of it?
Like one, like. How big is the dragon tooth? Like the dragon teeth, I would say like technically
long.
like take one dragon tooth and turn it into a dagger or something.
Yeah. And you want me to fashion some armor for you all?
I don't need armor.
Nor do I. I just want a
I
new
don't
weapon.
need it either.
The dragon scales are kind
Very
of
well.
give me
I
money.
don't have to make the armor.
Actually, like maybe it would be able
I
to
just
need it, but at the same time, I feel like she'll outgrown the armor.
Well, it also depends what kind of armor that counts as, because if you're not proficient in heavy or medium armor, you can't wear it.
yeah.
And you're a bard, so I
Wouldn't
think you
be
only have
heavy
light
armor.
armor.
And also, medium and heavy armor give disadvantage to stealth.
Yeah, some of
Yeah.
them do, unless you
And-
have a specific feat, like medium armor. Initiate, I think, or master, then you'd get a plus
Yeah,
3.
medium armor master.
Yeah.
Just let me know by the end of the day whether you want me to make the armor or not.
Do you have a spare shield lying around?
Like, what kind of armor would it be? Like light, medium, heavy?
It wouldn't be light, definitely
It
not
would
light.
not. It definitely would not be light.
No.
It would be medium armor. And it would be
How about wrist guards?
wrist guards. I suppose I could fashion something like that to improve accuracy, if you're interested.
That sounds like
The scales are kind of useless to me.
Just let me know by the end of the day about the armor. Wrist guards, dagger, rapier for the two of you.
Hi.
And is that the order I'm sending to my people?
It seems correct.
Anyone else want anything?
Yeah, could one of you guys like give the dragon bone and make a double blade scimitar for me?
Oh yes, our new companion here wants a scimitar.
I have a greatsword I can give you if you want that.
I mean, it works. I just need another weapon aside from a javelin to attack.
Yeah. Oh, I can give
do
you an
have
enchanted
some-
greatsword.
Yeah,
What
that
kind
works.
of person are? What kind of weapons do you usually possess?
I possess
I mean,
a
Netta
double.
uses a sling, so like the dagger's like a secondary weapon.
I suppose we do have a sling. And she just kind of hands Draco a sling.
No, Netta's the one who uses the sling.
She was asking. Draco,
She
not
hands
Netta.
Netta the sling.
Is it like a normal sling or a better sling?
It's a better sling. It's a sling made with silver.
Ooh.
And it has a blue glow sheen to it. There are markings and engravings in it, and there's a blue arcane glow emanating from the sling.
Ooh.
With that being said, are you ready?
Like, what kind of modifier would the sling have?
The sling? I would say dexterity.
Is it like, does it count as sling +1 or sling +2? Or sling +3?
That means it's magic.
Those are candles. There are candles all over the floor. It's a
Oh,
very
no, I'm just-
cozy type
I wasn't
den.
pointing at anything. I was just moving it around.
Oh.
Like, what kind of sling does it count as? Because I want to, like, see if, like, it add, like, the modifier. Because, like, I don't find, like, a silver sling in, like, D&D Beyond.
I would say you get a +2 with the sling.
+2? +2 sling?
Yeah. It's a pretty good sling.
Okay.
Literally, weapons and armor don't help me because I'm a magic character. The only thing that would is magic items, and that's none of these. So, yay!
I'm afraid all we have is the moon crystals, such as the one I gave Netta. The moon crystal. It's more of a arcane focus, if you will. It enhances abilities, things like that. It sort of makes you more sensitive to the arcane and things around you. For instance, you could get For instance, you could get visions and things like that. You could
How
feel
many
more
spells would it
connected.
cost to like make like arm guards?
With that being said, no time should be further wasted. She just kind of heads over to another section of the wall, presses one of the stones, revealing another hidden room. She leads you down to. You enter a room that's clad full of the same crystals she gave with Netta. It's all glowing in like blues and purples. They're in very beautiful hues.
Netta looks in amazement.
Whoa.
In the center, there is a glowing sort of pool.
I just say those three look like kids in a candy store. Only one of them is an actual kid.
It is a room filled
Nyx
with.
kind of slaps Sierra's hand and says, "Don't even think about it.
It is a room full of sparkling gemstones.
These
How can
crystals
anyone?
are sacred."
I wasn't in talk. I was talking about how the two men, not the.
Hey, it's a
Not
room full of
crystals.
sparkling crystals. How can you not be amazed by this?
You don't touch things.
They aren't yours. They're meant to be left alone.
Netta's already satisfied with her sparkling necklace.
Yes. So in the center, there's a pool. And it's also doubles as a fountain. So she kind of like takes a silver goblet and runs it under the rushing water. And then she hands it to the closest one, which is Enigma. Do you swear that you will do no harm under the pack, under the light of the full moon?
I will not.
I will.
With that being said,
Nice.
please take a sip of the moon's goblet.
She will.
As you take a sip, you feel some warm tingling inside and tingling sensation on your wrist as a sort of unique tattoo appears.
What sort of tattoo?
I will
Go wash my
send
hands. I will follow
image.
through with the ritual.
Of what the tattoo looks like. It looks like, if I can just find it. Okay. Copy. Just copy it from my document because I'm not going to search through my entire document thing. It looks something like this. It looks like this. That appears on your wrist. Who's next?
Ooh. Netta raises her hand.
Young one, do you swear under the full moon that you will not do anything to harm our pack?
Netta nods her head.
And take a sip from the moon's goblet.
Netta sips.
You feel the same warm tingling Enigma felt, and a tattoo appears on your wrist.
Netta
Yes,
looks at
you.
the tattoo and sort of like traces like its edges with her fingers.
It is a very pretty tattoo. At this point, I'm making you all paranoid if you think Group C is involved in this campaign as well.
Wouldn't surprise me. I mean, hey, at least this one's given by the moon, and not whatever the fuck Greg was.
Yaskier, she hands you the goblet. Do you swear under the full moon that you will do no harm under the pack?
Unto.
Drink from the moon's goblet.
Oh god.
Drink this juice.
Oh
It'll
no.
quench ya.
I'm so glad I get
Nothing's
that reference
quenchier.
now.
It's the
Oh.
quenchiest.
Oh my fucking god.
So glad that I watched Avatar now because I get that reference.
It's a great show.
Oh no, we also did
I
that
just
in our
finished it the other
campaign.
day.
That also happened in our campaign. Yes, excuse me, cactus juice.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Leonon, do you swear under the full moon that you will do no harm under the pack?
I swear.
Then drink from the moon's goblet.
Leonon shall take the goblet and drink.
Trelos, do you swear under the full moon that you will do no harm under this pack?
Of course.
And drink from the moon's goblet.
That might be a bit difficult.
Oh yeah, he's a robot.
Right, robot.
Pour it on his head. It should do the same
Yeah,
thing,
I'm
right?
just gonna take it.
Take a sip with your mechanical. It'll do the rest.
I'm just going to pour it like on top of my head.
A sort of paint type mark appears on your metal wrist that is unremovable in the shape of the tattoo.
It's like, what do I do?
We keep forgetting Trellis is a robot.
Zier, do you swear that you will do no harm to the pack under the full moon?
I so swear.
And drink from this goblet.
I proceed to do so.
Same process happens. She finally turns over to Draco. Draco. Carlos already
poured it
went.
on himself.
Yeah, I went.
He poured it on himself.
Draco, do you swear under the full moon you will do no harm under this pack?
Okay, so like I can't harm them under full moon. So can I harm them
You're making,
when it's
You
not
can't
the full
make
moon?
your
swearing
under
What
the
makes
full
you
moon to
think
not
this is
harm them at all.
I'm joking. I'm joking. I won't harm them. I swear.
You swear? Are
Yeah.
you sure?
Yeah,
And drink from this goblet.
I proceed.
Same thing happens. She finally turns to Bandy, the final person who hasn't done so. Simon Davenport, do you swear that you... You're gonna make me break face. You're gonna make me break character.
Trellis
Look at the
didn't.
emojis.
Under the full moon's light that you will do no harm under this pack. I swear. And drink from this goblet. All of you have sworn under the goblet and in the moon's full water that you will do no harm. And shall you do any harm, you will suffer the consequences.
What are the consequences?
Do we carry it to the moon?
The mark that now bears on your left wrist is the mark of an ally. Wear it with pride. And then the entire room emanates a blue glow before it goes back to its original lighting.
Then it just eyes the room in awe.
Hmm.
Right then, with that settled, you are free to leave.
What do you do with the robes?
The robes, you can keep them.
Nice.
Leon just wearing a robe over his robe. The fantasy version of a hat on a hat. A robe on a robe.
You can add black ritual robes to your inventory.
Okay. Black ritual robes.
So it's just a normal robe?
It's like a robe. Plus there are some unique outfits for you all that came with the robes. So like Netta, you got like a cute little dress. Enigma, you had like a Wednesday style dress.
Nice.
Yavik, you get like a suit. Zier, you get like a roguish type outfit. Leonon, yeah, you just have a black suit, like a 3-piece suit.
Oh yeah.
Good luck fighting with that.
I'm getting to that.
Yeah.
The natural evolution.
Leonon,
of
you get sort of some black adventuring clothing. Kalos, you just have the cloak. You just
Nice.
have the robe itself. She wasn't really sure what to do for you there. Since you're a robot.
Useful.
That's understandable.
And Draco, you were just kind of given sort of a black linen shirt and black pants. You all have your like emo outfits that were granted along with the robes.
Damn right.
Fits with the rest of Zier's wardrobe.
Now we all match. We really are a true party now.
Bandy has kind of like black adventuring clothes along with like a black scarf type mask thing.
Yay!
Well then. Dude.
Nyx drinks the last bit of the moon water and places the goblet back on the center of the pool. There's like a platform.
Okay. I would say that
What's happening?
Okay,
you're sending a lot.
just
from
looking at the
chat.
chat.
Just scared with the
Anyway, with that being said, that will be the end of the session just before you get teleported back.
Okay.
Yay!
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yay.
It was pretty eventful.
I got to punch Leonon.
We dissected a
Zier.
dragon.
Zier was Jaskier in Jaskier's suit.
And we gained a
Yes.
valuable ally.
You guys are so suspicious,
But-
thinking like my game is so meta.
I'm not sure if he's valuable, or did you mean the walls?
Both. Yeah, he's
You
still
aren't
a
able
dragon.
to do any of that. Like, she catches you, like, right immediately. And she's like, don't even think about it.
No, we're not actually doing it.
Doing what?
That is all out of character.
Bro, my heater's been like broken for the past 2 days. So I'm just here shivering in the cold.
Oh.
The fucking storm
Tonight-
destroyed.
Well, this afternoon we got to see a very different side of Netta.
Definitely, for sure.
Yeah, not quite so adorable.
Depends on how you look at it.
Rather creepy, to be honest.
Little child carving up a dragon. That's adorable as shit.
That's chaotic stupid.
Meanwhile,
That can be the That's the subtitle of our
I've
party.
never. Bruh.
The Bandy Bunch. Chaotic stupid.
Just stupid
Yeah,
alignment
that's
chart.
stupid.
I am.